We've probably heard me talk about the Deadeye VR driver before. Well, out with the old and in with the new. This is their latest version and it has some really awesome features you're not gonna wanna miss. Quest 2 accessories, probably one of my most favorite things, and when these golf club attachments first started coming out, I was a big fan. It's nowhere near as much fun to play golf in VR without one of these things. This here is the DrivVR Pro made by Deadeye VR, and it has some pretty cool features that I haven't seen on other units. It's got a nice grip, a complete fiberglass core, and all of the weight is towards the head of the club, which really gives you that feeling of holding a club. You know, you're holding it there and you feel that weight swinging around at the end. They've extended the length of the new DrivVR Pro to 24 inches, and they've actually added weight to the end of the club to really give it that realistic feeling. And it really gives you the feeling, it tricks you into feeling like you're actually holding that golf club and you know, you're seeing that golf club in VR, you're feeling it in your hands, and there's a great one-to-one connection. And you can really swing this thing too. Your controller isn't going anywhere. The controller goes on easy and the ring actually snaps into the top hook. Then there's Velcro at the bottom that holds the controller in. There's really no chance that the controller can slip out because of the way that ring is held in there. You know, when you're swinging and all your force goes out towards the outside, there's no way that controller can slide off or fly off. And honestly, it gives you a lot of peace of mind when you really want to play hard. You want to actually drive the balls in something like Golf Plus. It gives you that reassurance that your controller isn't going to fly off. Now, with that being said, though, you have to make sure you have plenty of room in your play space and there's nothing around you that you're going to hit or anything like that. This club with the weight on the end is definitely going to break some stuff if you hit it. What I recommend doing is finding a spot that you can move freely around, you can swing the club around and not hit anything, and actually place a small carpet square or a thick rug or something like that that's going to give you that tactile feeling in your feet so you know you're not leaving that spot and you don't end up roaming around the room and end up being in a spot you don't realize and then hitting something. I did also just want to mention that when you're using your controller in the club, the controller is still usable. You can still access the buttons, you can still navigate the menus and everything else. Also, just make sure no one is going to walk into your play space or, you know, don't play when people are walking around you. You definitely don't want to whack somebody with this thing.
Pay attention.
Now, when you're setting this thing up and you want to use it in game, first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go into the settings. So in Walkabout Mini Golf, for instance, you're going to want to go into the settings and you're actually going to adjust your club angle in that game. Now, if you put your headset on, you hold your club, you can kind of see through the bottom of the headset and you can line up, you know, your virtual club with your in real life club. You just kind of hold it there, you line the two up, that way the angle is the same and it feels great. If you're playing Golf Plus, you can actually go into the settings and just select the Deadeye driver club. It's already calibrated for this club. You can just grab that, or if you're like me and you want to fine-tune the settings even more, there's actually an adjustment in there that you can just play with to get it to your liking. Now, I myself am by no means a golf professional, like seriously, not at all, not even close, but what I found myself doing when I was driving the ball is I actually found myself slicing it to the right pretty hard, and I was able to kind of make some adjustments in game to where I could kind of get better at driving the ball straight, I guess, and it would fly more straight. And I could kind of practice my technique a little bit to get it to do that. And it got me thinking, like, is this thing going to correlate into real life gameplay, you know, real life golf game? Are you going to be able to practice with this thing in VR and actually perfect your real game? Because it really does feel like you're holding something. It feels like you're driving a ball. You can kind of tweak, you know, how you hold it or how you swing. And I think it can honestly be some good practice for real world events. Yeah, this thing also works great for putt-putt, which is much more my style of play anyways. So have a go at this thing, pick it up, link in the description. Let me know your thoughts on this thing. Have you used something like this before? Because honestly, anytime you can add a peripheral into VR that just makes you feel more like you're doing what you're seeing, it's a really cool feeling, and it's a great way to up your game to the next level. So let me know what you think, and we will see y'all in the next one. Later.